So Jada has been a keynote speaker for us for two recent occasions. One was our annual conference, which has an audience of everybody from early childhood teachers to CFOs at independent schools, heads of school, leadership teams, third grade teachers. So a really wide and broad audience. We got amazing feedback for her presentation from the audience that was there. And one of the common takeaways was that Jada, in this really disarming, completely genuine and true way, takes any anxiety or just unease about the idea of diversity and how you bring diversity to schools in effective ways. And I think she helps people understand that diversity really is so much more, that we all have diversity, that it's not a keyword, it's not a buzzword. And she helps it be this real concept that doesn't put people ill at ease, but also is very approachable and reasonable and that people want to talk about. She's really good at getting people talking. In the feedback that we got from her first presentation, we had very seasoned DEI practitioners say that they learned so much from her, and then people who are pretty new to DEI work in schools also learned a lot. So I think the fact that she can speak to that wide range of an audience is really compelling and speaks to the power of her as a speaker, but also her message. The second event for which we had Jada was our annual Head CFOs and Trustees Conference, where she talked about bringing diversity and inclusion and belonging to the leadership level, which was, again, a really compelling talk, and I really enjoyed working with Jada. Jada and her team are very easy to work with. They're very approachable. They're willing to tailor talks to your audience, the size of your gathering, your needs. They're very professional, detail-oriented. So from a business perspective, I really appreciate that aspect of working with Jada, as well as her incredible her content and her compelling presence with an audience. So one of the most compelling ways that Jada helps her audiences understand the approachable nature of diversity is through her culture wheel game, which gets people up and talking. And as soon as people start talking about themselves and their perspectives and their differences and point of view, they realize that their own differences are so much deeper than what appears at face value on the surface. And so you can start with a group of people who feel, well, we're a homogenous group, we're not diverse, who perhaps feel ill at ease or anxious about maybe their lack of diversity as a group or what they perceive to be as their lack of diversity. And yet, Jada, in really comfortable, authentic ways, either through scripted things like the culture wheel game or just prompts to the audience where she has people turn to a partner and share, gets people talking, completely disarms them, because people can talk about themselves. They know themselves, so they can talk about themselves, and then they quickly make the connection that she wants them to make, which is that we are all so much different than we appear. And once that barrier gets broken down, particularly if you start with a group of homogenous people who feel like, well, we're all the same, and then you get them talking and they see how different they are in an easy, approachable way, something that doesn't ask them to give a lot of themselves, just asks them to share a little bit. Then they realize, oh, this is diversity. We have it right here. It doesn't have to be something that takes a lot of strategic work or that takes a lot of pre-planning, that we can start small and we can start in real ways that have an impact, because diversity actually isn't that unapproachable or unattainable. It's all around us all the time.